What is up, guys? Amanda Machado here. I'm back in the channel after what, 6 or 7 years, and this is my first Olympia, so I'm super excited. We are 1 week out. Today's gonna be my last leg day. Of course, we're not gonna do anything crazy, so don't expect me to have be hitting any PRs. But I'm super excited to be here again and be with Dave again. I think you guys saw me back in the day when I did my first video going to get my pro. Yes, in golds. Going to get my pro card in Brazil in 2018, and I did. I had a few years competing, got second, third. Finally took a year off, gained some muscle, and then now I am in the Olympia. So 1 week out today. Okay, so we're gonna start just warming up a little bit with some leg extension. I like to touch a little bit quads and hamstrings. Even today is going to be a little bit more hamstring focus. I did quads about 5 days ago, but I'm still gonna touch a little bit of quads. Ooh, might be too heavy. So weird to say that. We're so used to going so crazy on the weights, and then when we are about 1 week out, we are supposed to kind of hold back a little bit, because what we want is not to bring any inflammation to the legs, because we want the legs to be just nice and separated enough. And when you train heavy, you basically create a lot of inflammation, and then you don't see the cuts as deep. So today is my first low carb day after going from a high carb day yesterday. So low carb today, tomorrow, Monday, and then we're gonna start putting some food back in on Wednesday. I actually love peak week so much.
You do?
Oh, I love it. Just all the food I get to eat. I guess because of the type of body that I have to eat a good amount of food to fill up. So you go from like months on heavy diet to then rice and fruits, and cream of rice, and just like, I love it. I love it. Yeah, I know. But the funny thing is that I did a DNA test. I remember back in the day, maybe I actually spoke in the channel too, I used to do the ketogenic diet. So I did a DNA test, and my DNA test, it showed that my carbohydrate tolerance was 100%, meaning I do really well with carbs. And then the more data that Dom collected, he got to see that I was eating 500, 600, 800 grams of carbohydrates and still having room to fill up. And he's like, this is nuts. You lose weight as you eat carbs. So then when we looked at the DNA test, we're like, oh, now it makes sense. So that's why I have to carb up 3 days before, because he's always manipulating enough, and then of course doing a little bit of the water manipulation. Oh, I had 1,000 for New York Pro. I had 1,000, and the more I ate, the better I looked, and the more I was like vascular. Yeah, I know. So that's why we also implement a good amount of supplement to help me digest too. So we keep.
Appetite is good enough to tolerate the.
Oh yeah.
You're a foodie.
I can, yeah. The funny thing is that I don't really crave a lot of like junk food. I just crave more of whatever I'm eating, quantity. So just one more set here, light, and then we're gonna go to hamstrings. Yeah, but I basically just kind of shot myself on the foot when I was doing ketogenic diet. That's why it's just, there is no rules in bodybuilding. There is no rules. What works for one might not work for the other one. So it's just so dangerous to have a coach that gives you, yes, so dangerous. Because my problem was that I would go to a coach, and then I would say, let's say, I always like studying nutrition. I would spend hours just studying. Since I was like 15 years old, I would read Oxygen magazines and then books really on nutrition and training. And then I got to read a lot about carb backloading and cyclo-ketogenic diets. So I got so into it. I was like, this is what I'm gonna do. So then when I would go to a coach, they would ask me what I was doing. And they were like, oh, so let's keep doing that.
Yeah.
Or let's just tweak a few things, but let's keep doing that because you look good.
Yeah.
Oh, Dom was like, wait, what? You're doing what? Cut that out. And I was like, excuse me, no, like you're asking me to eat English muffin in the morning and cream of rice and rice? Are you nuts? I've never done that before. He said, but that's the trick. So then he started doing things with me, and then all of a sudden my body started to change. I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah. You've made so much progress. You look good before, but you didn't have that size.
No. I mean, the first time I stepped on stage, I think I was 132 pounds. And right now, you know how much I weigh?
How much?
160.
No.
I'm 160.
It's 30 pounds of muscle.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's so crazy, like to feel the muscles, you know, when you are
it's
depleted. Oh, it's like you feel it everything. But yeah, so I feel that if I had qualified for the Olympia before, because all the shows that I did were pretty much stacked. I always went for big shows like Chicago Pro, Atlanta Pro. There were some shows that I saw before that I thought to myself, I would have got that show. But if I did, I don't think I would feel prepared to step on the Olympia.
Of course.
I would go just to go, and I never wanted to go just to go.
Yeah. That's very true.
You know, right now I'm going against the best in the world.
Yeah.
Of course, I don't know where I'm going to stand, but I feel good going towards it.
You feel ready.
Yes. And I feel excited. It doesn't feel like,
I know.
I feel like, you know what? Whatever happens, I feel good.
I know.
It's a different feeling, you know, when you do your homework.
Yeah. I can't wait to see it.
I'm excited. I've been posing a lot with Christina.
Oh, well, great.
Yeah, she's awesome. She's going to wellness now.
I know, I saw.
It's a big surprise,
Big
huh?
announcement, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so just one more quick warm up here. The ups and downs of energy too is just nuts. It's like I wake up and I'm like, yes, I feel great. And then 30 minutes later, you're like, all right. You go use the bathroom again for the third time, peeing non-stop, and then you sit down there and just stare at the ceiling.
How are your days like? You know, Jay used to always say, people always say that whenever you get ready for a show, every day is a superstar training, and it's not like that. It's really, sometimes you get great workouts.
Oh yeah,
terrible.
oh yeah. Sometimes it's just you're going through the motions, and I don't like to feel that way because it's one less day.
Yeah, that's right.
It's one more day that you have to improve, but then it's also one less day that you're gonna cross. So I have that in my mind and I fight it, but sometimes you have to listen to your body too, because I feel like that's the danger zone where people sometimes get injured.
You can't overtrain.
Because if I come in the same way, you know, that I would, let's say, feel on an off season, I'm ready to kill legs and I'm gonna squat or I'm going to, you know, do whatever, but I'm 3 weeks out or 2 weeks out, it's just not the same. Your body,
Listen to your body.
you have to. So it's kind of like, it's tricky because you cannot listen too much sometimes to that, you know, that voice that says like, just chill. But then at the same time, if your body screams like, hey, come down, you're like, okay.
Well, that's why it's nice to have someone like Dom, because you can tell them.
Yes.
Don't push too hard today.
Yes. And I think that was one of my problems too, along with the ketogenic diet. I've always been a busybody. I'm go.
Yeah.
So I would never rest between sets.
Pedal to the metal.
Yes,
Always.
yes. And sometimes it becomes a problem too, because in bodybuilding you have to rest, you have to recover. So I'm such a busy body that I'm just go. So then even the extra calories that I was eating to add the muscle was all not wasted, but used because I was just moving all the time. Back in the day, the guys would take taxi to go from one corner to the other. Back in Golds, I remember I heard something like that the guys would take the taxi to go down to Firehouse to eat. And I'm like, what? You can walk there in 10 minutes. Like, oh, no, we're not wasting any carbohydrates on that.
That's true.
All right, so I'm going to show you guys. I have, so the way that I communicate with Dom, everything it's still the same. Like, I live with him. Dom is my coach and he's my fiance. But we separate business and relationship. So everything he sends me, he sends the same as if he was sending to a client. So I have here things that I put under notes. So he sends me on an email.
Oh, nice.
And then I have my training. I have, today is the last leg day, so he sent it to me what to do. Nice. This is my weight tracker. So all the, you know, how much I weigh. 158 I actually hit, but I'm 160 at night and then 158 in the morning. Today, 159, post high day. And then here is my diet. So I have,
Nice.
you know, and then right here is what we're gonna do. So I warm up already with some hamstrings. I actually did 2 sets here, that's fine. So we're gonna do some, okay, so pendulum squat. Good.
All right.
3 sets. We're gonna do 3 sets here, 10 to 12 only. I'm gonna start with just the machine. I'm not gonna add any weight. And then I'm gonna add just a little bit afterwards. Two more. 1, 2. So again, it is a little bit, it's actually a combination. I just realized that I looked at what Dom gave me. It's a combination of quads and hamstrings. So I thought it was gonna be mostly hamstrings, but it's gonna be quads too. All right, so I'm gonna add a little bit of weight. Yeah, I'm gonna do a 25. I'm adding a little bit of EAAs by Project AD. Project AD is an excellent brand. We've been working with them for a long time, and one thing that Dom says all the time, he actually started working with them because he was already using their product and he approved it, meaning he liked it. He read a lot of things on the company, And then the company ended up approaching Dom because they would always see Dom using the product. So it wasn't the other way around, you know what I mean?
Joe Bidley.
Yes, yes. So we do consume a good amount of animal protein, so especially on the off season. So we don't really, I mean, I do still use EAAs, of course, but we have enough of a lot of amino acids in our diet during off season. But when it comes to prep, especially towards the end, it's important to have leucine or essential amino acids during your training. Just because, you know, the calories are low, food is low compared to off season. I love their flavors too, by the way, guys. They have the best flavors. So I just mix a little bit. My gallon. My first gallon. Everything now is monitored, you know. We have everything written down. How much water to drink, how much salt to consume, you know. Everything now is so detailed. We're not missing anything. Minotaur. All right, so I'm gonna wear the wraps, even though during off season, I actually only put them on when I'm doing heavy weight. But right now, I'm so careful with everything, you know. Really careful with everything. By the way, guys, you probably can't understand, but there is a Brazilian couple right next to me, and they are speaking. They're speaking words of motivation to each other.
Bad words?
Yeah, kind of. They're very excited. Don't laugh at me, okay? This is only 25 pounds. I usually do 3 plates here.
No, but we're like a week away. You can't do that.
I know, it's just my little devil inside is like, come on, just add the weight, let's go. That's it. So notice, guys, that I am actually using a lot of flexion here on my knees. So I don't have any problems doing that, but I do suggest people to kind of get back to the basics to be able to perform the exercise that way. Otherwise, it puts a lot of pressure on the knees. But one interesting thing that Dom always points it out is that you need dorsiflexion, you know? You need to be able to bend your knees that way and pass a little bit of your toes without getting on your toes. So meaning do this to be able to focus on your quads instead of doing that.
Yeah.
Because then you're focusing a little bit more of your hamstrings and glutes. So like I said, it's the same with nutrition. When it comes to exercise, it's such a wild world right now. Like, everybody has an opinion. Everybody has their way or the highway. And it's just really customized, you know?
Yeah.
I had people before. I know a person that was telling me that Tom Platt's approach to squats is insane. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm kind of looking at the person who was telling me, I'm like, I think it worked for him. You know what I mean? Like, it worked for him. So it's just kind of hard to really pinpoint what is the like universal truth, you know?
I don't think there's one.
That isn't one. That isn't one.
Whatever
Some people
works for you.
connect, yeah, some people connect well with squats, and they, you know, they can see improvements in their quads. They can measure the quads and see that they're growing. They're not having any issues with their back or their knees. It's working. And then there is one person that doesn't really do well with the exercise, and then all of a sudden it's a bad exercise for everyone.
you gotta try a few things.
You gotta try, yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
That's how you know.
Yeah. Let me tell you, squats work for me.
Yeah.
I love squats.
Really?
Yeah, I love squats. It's one of those exercises that I really connect with.
I think the first time I saw you at Goals, you were wearing that white suit. Like you look like Wonder Woman when you were squatting.
See? You remember? Yes. Squat is. So now it's gonna be my last set. I added an extra 25, so we have what, 50 pounds here, and I'm just gonna aim for about 12 again. Okay. Wow, it's crazy how everything's heavy now. Alright, so that was it for quads. Now I think from what I remember seeing on the list is going to be some sumo, light sumo. Then I think we're gonna do some RDLs and go back on the hamstring curl for like some top sets, and then some glute bridges, and then we're done. How are you?
Yeah, finally.
Yes, finally.
You're doing Lair?
Dave,
Hi.
this is Tiana.
Nice to meet you.
So this is Tiana, guys. You're in J Color
Finally.
TV.
Great stuff.
Say hi to Jay.
Hi.
Yeah, so Tiana is part of our team. She's gonna be competing in women's bodybuilding, first time in Olympia, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
nice.
She won the master,
Yeah.
so she is Miss
Yeah,
Olympia
thank
Master,
you.
women's bodybuilding. Yeah.
Thank you. So nice to see you.
So good to see you. I will answer your message.
No, when you have time,
Yes,
don't,
yes.
no
Hey,
stress.
but tomorrow then you come over.
Yeah.
Because tomorrow is my off day.
Okay, great.
Okay. You look amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You too. We're
Oh
doing
my
it. We're
gosh.
getting
All right.
Right.
Yes. I'm so excited. So we're just gonna do some sumos here. Again, just moving some blood in the muscle to get ready to eat. Just about 12. Woo! Oh yeah. Yep. Felt a little dizzy. Second set here, 10 to 12.
All right, you guys, I'm very excited to have finally, again, on the channel, Amanda. So I want to give a little backstory. So when I was living in California and training at Gold's Gym Venice, that's where I met Amanda for the first time. She was wearing this white suit, stuck to her.
I know what you want. I know.
Stuck to her skin. She looked like Wonder Woman, and she was squatting like a crazy person at the gym. And then I had to talk to her because I was like, "Wow, who are you? And where are you coming from?" She kind of came out of nowhere, and she wasn't even a pro at the time.
No.
You were still an amateur.
I was getting ready for the Ferrigno Legacy. That was my very first show.
Okay, I did that.
I did. Yeah, you did? Yeah, I did that show in 2017. And then right after that, I did, I got first in that show. I did Excalibur.
Okay.
In California, in LA.
Yeah.
I got first in that show too. And then I think we spoke again and we did a video right before I went to Brazil for my pro card.
Yes. Yes.
Muscle contest. The second muscle contest ever in Brazil in 2018.
Nice. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. And then we did another video too, was right before my pro debut for the Rising Phoenix.
We did a few. I remember that. It was nice. You were.
We did one with Akimi, a friend of mine from Cuba.
I remember that. Was there a Hulk? Little Hulk?
Baby Hulk.
That's
yes,
right.
yes. We did a video with her, and then we did the video right before the Rising Phoenix, my pro debut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a journey you had. That's great.
I know.
That's awesome. So what happens? Of course, quarantine hit in 2020. I moved to Vegas in October, and I remember you came to visit and train here, and I told you got to move here. You got to move here.
Yes.
So much cheaper and everything.
Yes.
And shortly after, you moved to Vegas.
Yes, I
How's
did.
Vegas?
I love Vegas. I mean, guys, it's by far the best community so far. I mean, I loved living in LA.
Of course,
the weather and Gold's Gym and all the culture and everybody there. But LA changed a lot, unfortunately.
I know.
Changed a lot.
It's so sad.
It's so sad. So
well, they
sad.
all came here.
And then we all came here.
People.
Yeah. So then the whole community from like Gold's moved to Vegas. At the time, there was only Dragons, and then some other gyms start opening up in the city, which makes it also cool because you can get a little different vibe every weekend. But it feels like I was just talking to Dave today. It feels like everybody comes back to Dragons. This is home. This is home base. Because this is where everybody started. So that's where everybody comes back to. So living in Vegas has been amazing, not only because of the community, but it's just, I feel like it's so much easier. And you tell me too, you confirm with me or not. It's so much easier to move around.
Oh, there's no traffic.
There is no traffic.
No matter where you go, it's 20 minutes.
Yes,
Did you notice that?
Yes, that is true. 20 minutes everywhere.
It doesn't matter where you go.
Yes, so it's much easier to drive, much easier to find parking. Where I live in Mountain's Edge, so I have the mountains. It feels like a little bit more of a serene place. But then if I drive about 10 minutes, I'm in chaos. Like if I want to get a drink I'm in a bodybuilder drinking right now in prep. Yeah, good luck. But if I do want to get my crazy in 10 minutes, I'm in a strip, and then I have so much going on. That are concerts to go to, that are
That's awesome.
Restaurants to go to. So it's just so much fun.
Yeah.
And I feel like here too, because I do have a good amount of friends who live here too. It's much easier for us to actually get together.
Yeah.
In LA, I had a lot of friends, but everybody lived in so many different places.
Yeah.
Some people in the Valley, some people in downtown, some people in Marina Del Rey. That it was like a journey just to get together.
More difficult, yeah.
It's 40 minutes for me to go to downtown to get dinner with you. Oh, I'll see you once every 2 months.
Yeah.
As for here, I feel like every weekend, if I want,
Yeah.
when you're done with the training, you're done with work, and you just want to kind of like relax, you have a little barbecue at home.
Yeah.
Your friends can come over. You go down, to a local, restaurant.
Yeah.
And everybody meets each other there. So I miss community.
Yes.
Because coming from Brazil, that's what I had. I mean, I
Yes.
grew up in a house full of friends and family, and with friends getting together every weekend. I can do that here in Vegas.
Yes.
I couldn't do that in LA.
Yeah, it's
know?
great.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, like we said, so many people actually came. It's kind of like the whole community moved all at once.
Yep.
Or one after the other.
Yep.
So we're all here now.
Yeah,
It's great.
and anybody in the world that you say, I live in Vegas, they're like, oh, I'll have an excuse to go there once a
I
year.
know. I know.
And they do.
Who
I have
doesn't wanna
friends.
come to Vegas,
Yeah,
huh?
so I have friends coming from Brazil right after the Olympia. They're going to stay with me for about 5 days.
Nice.
Dom's family is going to come, is going to stay with us. And we always have stuff to do. It's so easy to entertain.
Yes,
So
That's
easy
true.
to entertain.
that's true. So, Tom, tell me a little bit about Dom. So, Dom is someone you met because before you were doing your own thing,
Yep.
your own coach and stuff, and then you met Dom, and he actually became at first your coach, and then after that, your
I know.
fiance. That's where we're at.
Yes, so Dominic, he's known as Dom Supersliced.
That's right.
He's a great guy, and when I first met him, I was getting off the stage in Omaha a few years ago, and I got second on that show, and he had an athlete competing against me, and he was speaking to his athlete, and he congratulated me because I got second, and he said something that no other person told me before. He looked at me, he said, you had a great structure. If I was your coach, I would take an off season, add some muscle in, come back stronger, win a competition, and go to the Olympia. As for right now, you're almost there, but you're not there yet. And he just kind of like gave me this aha moment, and I was like, I've been hearing for all of these years that I've been competing as a pro that I'm almost there. So what is it taking for me to be there? Is it a little bit more condition? Because I mean, anybody who understands bodybuilding, if you talk about condition, that's something you can get.
Yeah, but you're always so lean all the time. That was an
Exactly. So it wasn't the problem.
No.
So was it the condition? Because if it's condition, then I can do an extra 3 weeks of dieting and then get tighter, and then we will show the condition. So it wasn't the condition. Because when I asked Steve, he said you need more back. When I asked Tyler, you need more quads. So why was I still going show after show after show? So then when he told me that, I was like, yeah. But the idea of taking a year off was so foreigner to me. Because you are a competitor, you want to
know.
compete.
I know.
So, and then, that got stuck in my head. And so I reached out. And when I reached out, he said, this is what I would do. And he always says this even now because we work together and I hear his consultations. He says, you're the pilot, I'm the co-pilot. So if you tell me that you want to compete, yeah, sure. I, as your advisor, would say no. But at the end of the day, I cannot force you to do something. So when he told me, he said, I would do this. I would, for the first time, take an off season. And an off season, don't think that is hanging out and drinking beer and wine like you do. I mean, I was just having fun on my off season, right?
Yeah.
You're going to do exactly the same thing that you're doing in prep. You're going to have 6 meals. You're going to go train. You're going to have your exercises written down. You're going to hit PRs. You're going to do progressive overload. And I'm like, wow, this is a whole new level of coaching that I never had before. So we did just that. And then when we did that, I was actually remembering that when I first stepped on the pro stage at the Rising Phoenix, I was 132 pounds. Today, going to the Olympia, I'm 160.
Wow.
So that's insane. And that
crazy.
only happened when I took a year off.
Of course.
Because how can you grow when you're consistently just
Lean all the time.
time?
Yeah.
So it was a blessing for me to have met him. And then through the coaching, of course, we developed a relationship, like I would say a friendship first, and he's an incredible guy. and we found love, and we've been together for 4 years now.
Who took the first step? I'm just curious.
Um,
Was that you?
It was him actually,
Oh,
because
okay.
we went to have sushi, and as we were talking, there were like a table full of people, and we were talking, and he just goes and he grabs my hand under the table. I go, okay, all right. I felt like a little girl. I'm like, okay, I think this is happening.
Nice.
But I feel like we connected so well because Dom is very attached to his family. He's very close to his mom. He's very close to his sister. So he makes me feel very comfortable around women because he has that connection with mother and sister. So I think that when a man has those upbringings, they have a different relationship with women. They don't see it as like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
You know what I mean, right?
Yes.
So every
They're
time.
more respectful. I
Yes,
guess.
so every time that he was around other women, I always felt that he had a genuine interest in making sure that they were safe, as opposed to, is he flirting with her?
Yeah.
Is he like, like, so I always saw in him a very nice and genuine person.
Yeah.
And then I also couldn't stop to notice how many friends he had.
Yeah.
Like everywhere he goes, he knows somebody. Everywhere he goes, somebody has something very amazing to say about him.
Yeah.
And then they say, oh, I've been friends with him for 10 years. I've been
Yeah.
friends with him for 15 years. I've been friends with him for 8 years. So those are always very good signs.
That's a big tell. Yeah.
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 And then I would I would hear him on the phone with his mom all the time, and I'm like, he's such a babe, like a mommy's like boy, and I love that. So coming from like a family background and being half Italian, and I'm Brazilian, so we have a lot of similar things. So
Yeah.
then when he went to Brazil with me, he went to Brazil already 4 times.
How was that with your family?
It was amazing.
Yes.
He doesn't speak a word in Portuguese. My mom doesn't speak English. My dad doesn't speak English,
Oh,
but
really?
everybody talks.
So what does he say? Who does he talk to? Just you?
he just sign language and just
Yeah.
food and
You make do,
just
yeah.
those things. So he got along with everybody. And he even went out of his way to download an app on his phone where he would translate. So I have videos of him, which is so cute. He's talking on the phone, and then there is the translation on the app, and he's giving to my dad, and my
Yes.
dad is listening, and my dad's talking on the app, and they are having a whole
That's
full-on
awesome.
conversation.
You can do that now. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's
uh-huh.
great.
That is actually something that you can purchase and put it in your ears.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So it's just so good to be around somebody that is such a good person, and I think that's where I've always wanted to have a relationship with somebody who is a hard worker, who is a family man, and that we have this dynamic of admiration for each other.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if you don't have that towards your partner,
Yeah.
then you start losing a
Yeah.
little bit of the interest.
Yeah.
So because I look at him and I feel so admired by all the things that he does and the person who he is, and right now I would say that is the most important time of his career because he has six athletes in Olympia. So it's myself, Levina, women's bodybuilding, Tiana, women's bodybuilding, who just won the Master in women's bodybuilding, Regan Grimes, and
Oh, you have Regan. Nice. He
and
looks good
Eric.
right now.
Yeah, and Eric, Eric who won a classic physique, so he's going to classic. So he has incredible athletes right now in his
Yeah.
hands, and we're just so excited. Yeah, Regan is looking amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah, and Regan is he always tells me too. He says, I've never had this kind of coaching before.
Really?
Where I can call him at any time. He's always available. I have a training program. I have a supplementation program. I have I can call him for, God forbid, I even have a prescription because I need something, because it's bodybuilding. Like I
Yeah.
said, anything can happen, right?
Yeah.
Because Dom has a background he's a registered dietitian. He has a background in the medical field, so he worked with a
wow.
lot of doctors, and we know Carrie and we know
Yeah.
Dr. Pierce. So
Yeah.
we are one phone call away from making things happen.
Yes.
And I think that in bodybuilding, because it's such a it's a sport that we are kind of playing a little bit, in with fire.
Yeah.
So we have to have in our hands that phone number to call in case
Yeah.
we need it.
Yeah.
And more than that, care enough to take the action when it's needed.
Right.
Because sometimes it can be too late.
Yeah.
And we don't want to be in that situation.
Tell me about your first Olympia. How does that feel to finally have?
It feels insane. I mean, it's crazy because, like, for me, I know a lot of athletes have been there several times, but I think they forget to remember how it is, how it feels to do your first. There is only one
That's
Olympia
right.
debut.
That's right.
And this is what I'm living now. Like, do I want to go back and have several titles, or not titles, but at least say that I am an Olympia? I don't know how many times, but the first time is so special. It's like when you're going for your pro card,
Yes. Yes.
So the
But
level,
much bigger.
yes, much bigger. So the level of excitement, because I don't feel any sense of pressure, other than I want to represent Dom's work and myself really well in our team, but I don't have pressure in a sense, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Of course, I want to do really well, but it's not like I'm going to defend the title or I'm going for the third time and people are saying that I could potentially win the Olympia. I'm going as like, okay, she can potentially have a first call out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know. Nobody knows. We don't know.
That's right.
Because the lineup is so good.
Yes.
But I'm going for a first call out. I'm
Well,
going
that's
for
the
a top
goal.
5.
That's the goal.
That's the goal.
So if you get that, you're happy.
Oh
this
my
year.
gosh, yes. Yes, absolutely. I mean, let's be honest. Everybody wants to win. Everybody, would it be a dream to be a men's Olympia? Sure. But because I know the level of commitment, and again, not to say that I don't have the work ethics and the commitment and the desire, I do. But I have so many other projects in my life going on. With Best Build, which is Dom's company, we have over 200 athletes.
Oh wow.
From all different, we have beginners, we have pros, we have, people who are lifestyle, people who are amateurs, and we have people who are, unfortunately, we have type 1 diabetics, we have type 2 diabetics, we have people who have autoimmune disease. So we have a lot of people that need a lot of attention.
Yes.
Every client, every athlete needs attention, but we do have some people that are really trying to just be healthy.
Yes.
And those need a lot of details too.
Yes.
So with that said, how can you be available to build a company and support a company when you're trying to be Miss Olympia? It's just we gotta be honest. Like I'm not. Even if I was 25 years old, maybe when I was 25, I wouldn't have the level of maturity to do it, potentially more energy. But now that I'm older, I needed to kind of pick and choose my,
Yeah.
And the thing is that I gotta also be honest with myself and remember that the level of commitment for that and the reward, it's not like the men.
No, it's not.
So if I'm battling for the first place and I'm getting $500,000, $600,000, $700,000, that's a pretty good paycheck, right?
Yes.
I think Andrea, I don't know Sarah, but I think last time I checked online, Andrea got a check for $50,000.
Okay, well, it's not bad.
It's not bad, but can you survive on $50,000 a year only?
Well, probably not if that's the only thing you do. No.
And then you have sponsors, but one year you have sponsors, the other year you don't have, or you have it for 3 years. All of a sudden there is a follow out.
I know.
So I want to have a little bit more control.
Yeah.
And build something.
Yes.
So I guess what I'm trying to say is that, do I have what it takes as far as the grit and work ethics to be one champion? Yes. Do I want to allocate all of that towards being a champion?
Yes.
No.
Yes, yes.
Not right now.
I understand. Yeah.
So being top 5 for me would be awesome.
Yes.
Because it would allows me to show my best, because that's the best what I'm doing right now. It would give me enough, I would say, to show other women that they can do it. They can still balance different aspects of their lives,
Yeah.
and they can still maintain some level of femininity. I mean, again, people can look at me and say, you're not feminine anymore, because it really depends on who is looking,
Yeah,
right?
right.
They have so many different opinions, but I think that what I've seen sometimes in the industry, I'm balancing that
Yes.
fine line.
Yes.
Okay, you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
But that is something that will happen eventually. The more I do, that might not have much of a coming back, if
Yeah.
that makes sense. I mean, it is bodybuilding. Everybody here on the channel knows what it goes into bodybuilding. So I'm very conscious about that too.
Yes. Yeah.
Because I've been competing now since 2018. Right now it's 2025, so do the math,
Yeah.
right?
8 years. Yeah.
So one more year. So
Yeah.
it's not like every year I'm resetting. It's like, oh, you go back to zero. All the cells, everything is clear. So you're gonna restart again.
Yeah.
It's like you're
Compounding.
compounding.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm very much aware of that,
Yeah.
because I do have a lot of friends in the industry. We all talk. We have group messages that we all text. It's almost like having a girls' forum.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we share notes,
Yes.
and we share a lot of things that I cannot even disclaim here because it's so private.
Yeah.
And there are things that from everywhere, from top levels, from women who have been doing the sports, and they are pretty big there in the community. And it's just, we just don't talk about it online,
Yeah.
I do have somebody that I know that just retired right now, and she got top 5 about 2 years ago. Incredible physique, like by far one of my favorite physiques in women's physique. And she said that because she went through a surgery, she had to be off of everything for about 16 months. And she said she never felt so good.
Oh, really?
And that
Wow.
was the reason why she was retiring,
Wow.
because she said the thought of going back to doing what I was doing,
Yeah.
I just couldn't think about it.
Oh, wow.
So that hit me,
Yeah.
because I was like, maybe I forgot how good that feels.
Yeah. Because it's gradual. It's not like, yeah.
Yeah. Not to say that I feel bad. I feel like I have a lot of energy compared to a lot of people that don't bodybuild.
Yeah.
Like when I go back to Brazil, I feel pretty young around my friends too. My energy levels,
Yeah.
vitality in general. But I think that the Amanda at its finest would be much better with just training and eating.
Okay.
Does it make sense?
Yeah, so I was going to ask you, I mean, this is obviously your first Olympia, so you don't really know what's going to happen, but ideally, if you had to choose, let's say just your decision, how much longer would you like to do it? Do you know?
Yesterday was my birthday.
I know, happy birthday.
Thank you. So what?
Mine was Wednesday.
Are you a Libra?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, now I know why I like him so much.
Happy birthday, my friend.
Thank you, you too. So I just turned 37,
Okay.
and I told myself that I do not want to bodybuild on stage. That doesn't mean I'm going to stop competing. I mean, no, stop training. After 40.
Okay.
So if maybe I take a year off, get better, do one more year. But I think that Dom and I spoke about this. We sat down, and I don't want to cross the 40s
Okay.
doing that.
That's when Jay stopped also.
Yeah.
You know what's funny though? If you look at the guys today competing, so many guys over 40.
I know, and
still
they're
going
great.
strong and stuff.
I know, but that's the thing.
So funny.
Remember, what they're doing as far as like, at least I would say it could be just as risky, right? Of course, but they're still kind of presenting the body some hormones that are more familiar, right? I mean, even though women, we have testosterone and we have a good amount too. That's actually a myth to say that we have low. We actually do have a good amount. We should supplement if it's low, right?
Right.
But if we do it too much, it can be an issue.
Yeah.
For men, yeah, it can be an issue too if you're doing non-physiological numbers all
Right.
the time.
Right.
But then there is no much of consequences as far as,
Yeah, they don't change. Yeah.
you know, they may look a little older. I've seen
Well,
men.
that's normal.
That's normal, right? Yeah, but just get maybe a little. You know, I've seen sometimes like bodybuilders who are like in their late 20s and they look a little older, but that's okay. That's irrelevant to the topic. But for females, it's a very drastic change.
Yeah.
You know,
And it's
so I
not-
think that's where I am. Like I just
Yes.
want to be a little bit more mindful
Yeah.
to not cross the 40s, because then I'm already battling, you know, time and
Yeah.
what's going on with, you know, the cellular health, you know,
Mm-hmm.
mitochondria. So I don't want to kind of speed the aging process and
Yes,
speed
yes.
everything, right?
Well, it's good you have an idea. Some people don't really know. I guess it depends what happens when you compete. You know. 'cause
Yeah.
What if you win? Let's say you won the. Okay, will that change?
That would change.
You know what I mean? Your plans. That's what I mean.
I know,
you know?
I
Yeah.
know. You have a point. But
Yeah.
again, I don't know how I'm gonna feel.
I know.
All that I know right now is that I feel so good and I'm so excited and
Yeah.
I'm really living like
In the present.
in the present.
That's good.
And I'm enjoying so much. I did a robe with my name. I put the logo of, you know, the
You
team.
went all out.
I went all out. I have an outfit for the check-in. I have an outfit for the meet and
Nice.
greet. Everything matches. My bikini is like great. Like I have a whole posing routine.
That's awesome.
Like I have, you know, like some photo shoots to do afterwards. Like
That's
I'm
awesome.
I'm doing a lot of YouTube videos to kind of just create my story,
Yeah.
you know, and like have fun with it. So
I'm so happy for you. I mean, especially since we met when you were nobody.
I
You
know.
were just getting started.
I know.
And now here we are.
I know.
On the Olympic
And
stage.
I think. I mean, you tell me. I think that you saw something when you saw me in the gym, right?
Oh yeah, you stood out in Gold's Gym Venice. You stood out like a sore thumb.
But it's because I think I've always wanted to be where I am right now.
Yeah.
And I never lost sight of it.
No.
You know, like I wasn't quite sure how I was gonna get there, but
Right.
I knew I was gonna be there.
Yeah.
Because every time that I went to the Olympia and I saw the girls on stage, I knew I was gonna be there. I just didn't know when.
Yes.
But I was like,
You
yeah.
knew what the objective was. And,
Yes,
and
yes,
goal.
yes, 100%.
That's awesome.
100%.
Well, I'm so happy. I wish Dominic would have been there today, but like you said, he's got many other athletes in the show, so he was too busy. But I'm sure we'll get on. We'll get
Oh
him on
yes,
camera at some
yes,
point.
and trust me, when you guys have him here on camera, get ready,
He likes to talk.
because he's gonna talk and talk and
You
talk
won't say a
and
word.
talk. But I think it would be fun if maybe, I don't know, this is just an idea. If you bring Regan,
Yeah.
on the channel,
Yeah, of
you guys
course.
do a segment together, or if you do the girls, Levina is excellent. I honestly think, and I want this to be on camera, because I think that we can actually capture this moment and look back and be like, wow, she said that. I think Levy, I don't know when, but Levy is going to be a Miss Olympia.
The one who won the Arnold.
No,
Oh.
the one that won Tampa, the
Oh,
women's
okay.
bodybuilding.
Okay. I'm not picturing her right now. but, yeah.
I don't want to share with you guys, but I'm going to share with him. I'm going to share her check-ins. I've never seen, she's 28 years old.
Oh wow.
She's 28 years old. And we talk about it all the time with Dom. The genetics of this woman, it's unbelievable. But
wow.
but here's the thing, like we talk about genetics and we think that is like, oh, the size, the ratio of her shoulders compared to the waist or the size of the quads. Not necessarily. When we talk about genetics, is that how her body metabolizes certain things. So, for example, she had her menstrual cycle literally 3 weeks or 4 weeks after the Olympia. Like, her hormones just balanced everything back.
Oh wow.
Mine takes forever, if
Wow.
ever comes.
Wow.
That's how my body just does not. It kind of gets a little bit like, whoa, what is going on? With her, she metabolizes everything.
Oh, wow.
Her voice is very thin, very settled.
Wow.
Like you can tell that her body, just whatever the little sprinkles of things that we are doing, you know, in the lab, her body's just like, yes.
Wow.
I'm gonna show you her check-ins.
Okay.
And I just wanted to just put it there.
She's putting it out there.
That's Levina
calling
Barros. She is going to be Miss Olympia, and you guys are gonna remember that.
All
She
right.
will.
All
She
right.
will. So I think it would be interesting if maybe she's on the channel one day, and then Regan, of course, and then again.
I didn't
just
even know Regan
Dom.
was working with Dom.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Regan worked with Dom prior of him starting with Boss. So they worked for a couple months, and I'm just gonna throw it out there. I'm gonna say it because I know that Regan said it in his YouTube channel too. Regan was very stubborn with when he wanted to compete, and Dom is not a yes sir.
Okay.
He's just not. And he told Regan, "You're not going to make any improvements, and you're not gonna be ready if you compete and you're a pro. I have to put you on a longer off season because you need to gain size."
Yeah.
Regan was like, "I want to compete." So he left.
Okay.
What happened? He wasn't ready. Right?
When did you get to New York?
He wasn't ready. I guess he got what, third or fourth?
Okay.
But then he won a show afterwards
Yes.
with Boss. But then again, it's questionable, right? Because a lot of people said, "Oh, he looked great," but he wasn't. Was it really a stacked show?
Right,
You know,
right.
there is always so many buzz about his physique and how people say if he taps into his potential, he taps into his potential. So Dom wanted him to see that. It's like, dude, you have the potential of becoming a Mr. Olympia one day. Don't rush it. Don't try to do things, the way that I was doing, talking to you guys,
yeah.
because that's what he was doing.
Yeah.
So then what happened is that he called Dom and he said, "Bro, I'm sorry. Like,
Oh, nice.
the level of coaching that I had there was completely different than I had with you. I wanted to do it my way. I wanted to be with somebody that pretty much listens to what I have to say, when the coach is the one that needs, again, to guide, but also have to be affirmative into, like, okay, even if you want to do what you want to do, you're not going to get the results because I
Right.
can see it from the outside,
Yeah, yeah.
right? And you're just in it, so you're not seeing it as
Yes.
from the outside.
Yeah.
So they are they're best friends right now.
Oh, good.
They're getting along. Regan is a very easy guy to get along with.
Oh, he's so nice.
He's gonna eat him.
Yeah.
They're so good people. Like, they're
Yeah.
nice people.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy. He's a great guy. He's listening to everything, and he keeps saying all the time he can't wait to have an off season because I think he finally realized. He said he never had one before, just
Really?
the same as me.
Wow.
Everything before was like,
Yeah. Yeah.
So I can only imagine what they can do together when he
Yeah.
finally grows.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
So I'll be more than happy to connect you guys and see if you
Yeah,
guys want to
yeah.
do it one together.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Sounds great. Amanda, thank you so much.
You're
We're just
welcome.
1 week from the show, so I
Yes.
appreciate. I know how much you have to do right now, so I appreciate you coming, taking the time to be back on JTV.
Yes. Awesome. Thank you
All right.
guys.
Awesome.